I am that teacher for some of them to really bring them back down to their age level and help them understand it in another perspective to the point where they don't have to be spazzing out and trying to tweak out and fight every single person that they feels like tries them, quote unquote.
Yeah,
they're not out here wearing shiesty masks.
They are
in class.
Yeah, like so the shiesty masks, the ski masks, they fall in the same category with the hoods and the hats because.
These kids are out here doing whip it. I'm pretty sure some of them are.
Oh my God.
They're doing more things than whip it now.
What is the elaborate? Because Jessica actually works with middle schoolers. Do middle schoolers know about the whippets, Jess?
Jesus.
They don't know about whips, but they do say things like belt to ass.
Natural cursing.
A lot of the things, like when we were in middle school, it's almost like we had our own lingo separate from the people that were in high school or separate from people that were in college. But now the middle schoolers, they all talk like us.
Yeah, that is a fact.
They think that they're our age. They think
That's
we're
tough.
Friends, when in reality, no, it's like I'm 13 years old.
But
Yeah, that's facts.
That is a fact, bro.
but twin. Come on, twin. Come on, twin, bro. Somebody said that shit to me at the
Twin
shop
from
today.
a
I
middle
said,
schooler?
I'm getting old. Right?
Yeah.
I said, it's over.
You need that, like asking somebody if, like, say you.
Me, what, nigga, crayons? What you talking about? Like, what,
now,
nigga?
Say, for example, like you would have an issue, and they will feel like you want to fight. You like you need that, like.
Oh, wow.
Basically, like you need an ass whooping.
Wow, that's kind of.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
It's kind of. See, y'all know I'm a bad influence. I ain't gonna lie. Because that shit's kind of. Because
it's like a rhetorical question.
Facts, but you know the difference was back in the day. I'm gonna get my unk bag a little bit, but we used to say, bro, I started cussing in like 3rd, 4th grade. Like, let's just keep it a beat.
We were cussing
but
early
the difference was we didn't do that shit to adults.
No,
we kept that shit between the.
it was actually fun to keep it low key.
Yeah,
Exactly,
bro.
bro.
What did you say? Nothing.
You know.
know.
Like that's the difference, bro. I don't know, but
Some of
so
our old lingo was kind of crazy.
it was.
Like,
You want to get banked?
yes, or you know what? My kids look at me crazy. Well, not my biological kids. I don't have kids.
Talk to him.
But I do after school program for the city of Richmond. So they look at me crazy when I be like, "You trying to wet?" And they instantly go, "Pause. What is wet?" I'm like you trying to bomb or something. And
Right.
they just don't get it.
Yeah.
So like, what is the new thing to say? I'm ready to get on your ass or something. I don't know.
They still say roast.
Even when you
I'ma
say things
roast
like that,
you.
they be like, oh.
Yeah, everything is pause or diddy
No
now.
diddy.
Yeah. Like,
Hey,
bro,
yo, you know what, man?
you can't get around it.
Let them have it. But just don't disrespect
Yeah.
nobody. Don't wow out. Like, that's just the only. Oh, well,
Years
then.
older than us, though.
Hold on.
Serious.
So,
Facts.
are you an actual teacher? Or?
I'm an actual teacher.
Oh, man. So, how is that? Shit, now we got to get you to talk. Like,
All
how?
my life, I had to fight.
Hey, that was awesome, bro.
It's just a daily challenge because, of course, these are the kids that were maybe in like the 3rd or 4th grade when COVID hit. So I want to say that elementary school is like the most important years of a child's, educational career. So being that they missed out, and at the same time, it's like if you think about it, they were doing virtual school. They weren't doing that for real, and it's just showing now that they weren't really active in their fundamental years. They don't know basic math. They don't know basic English. When you have open answer questions, they write it like they're texting me.
Wow.
IDK, some like SUM. So it's a challenge on top of their behaviors.
Because I feel like we take that for granted.
Yo,
Like now.
literally, because I was like, because you see stuff on the news, the COVID has really impacted everybody, and I'd be like, yeah, I guess. No, that's a real thing. That's
And it's
crazy.
a real situation. Like
Wow.
these kids, they also, you got to think about it, they live in an Essex village. They dealing with a lot of their friends passing away, their brothers, their sisters, their cousins. Like, they're dealing with a lot of things that they shouldn't have to deal with at a young age. So that is a lot of the reason why they feel like they are much older than what they really are. But it just takes the right teacher. And luckily, I am that teacher for some of them to really bring them back down to their age level and help them understand it in another perspective to the point where they don't have to be spazzing out and trying to tweak out and fight every single person that they feels like tries them, quote unquote.
Yeah.
They're not out here wearing shiesty masks.
They are.
In class?
Yeah. Like, so the shiesty masks, the ski masks,
That is-
they fall in the same category with the hoods and the hats. Because if you think about it, these kids, they're in gangs. And they're in gangs in school. So they'll wear their shiesty mask to school, and next thing you know, they banking somebody in the hallway, sending them to the hospital with ankle monitors on. These are 13-year-olds.
Yeah, they're the school.
14-year-olds that's still in the 7th grade with ankle monitors on.
What school do you teach?
Wilder Middle School.
And that isn't really nothing special, but just
No,
because we in
it's
Richmond,
like,
so like it really don't
But it is one of the schools that's like kind of in the middle,
In the
so you
middle,
wouldn't
yep,
expect
yep.
those things. But the way that they do the state, the
Regioning,
the
the
visions,
zoning,
the
yeah.
zoning and stuff like that. Everybody in the same neighborhood going to the same school. So if they duke it out in the school and their parents don't deal with it there, they see each other, they start talking shit in the hallway, they start fighting in school. It's a cycle.
Yeah, even at home, low key, because like neighborhood, I remember like neighborhood fights and stuff, kind of, sort of. That used to be a big like deal like back in the day. But then again,
And they go home, their parents, you dumb as shit, you ain't worth shit, all you want to do is fight and I'm gonna beat your ass. It's just
making it
a
worse.
cycle.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a cycle.
it starts at home though.
Yeah, it does. Nobody wants to like directly say that, but it just does, bro.
What you trying to say? Y'all know how to raise my kids? Yeah, like and that's
But it's tough having like patience for them kids, bro. Cause
Yeah.
I only do after school program, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I be on Michael Jordan time, if y'all know what that is.
Up there.
F them kids. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I ain't want to say it, but I be feeling like that, bro. No cap.
Nick, and you teach kids full time, right?
No.
K through 12, right?
Honestly, I was gonna cap with you, but I knew you
You
gonna
know what's
go.
crazy?
Nick, K through 12, right, Nick?
I knew you was gonna go.
I was at the Boys and Girls Club near in the one on the East End, and I was actually teaching the kids podcasting,
Bro, I do that for my after school program.
which was actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
You know,
if they
A lot-
can comprehend.
yeah, a lot of these kids want to learn, which is the crazy thing.
That's a good point.
A lot of these kids want to learn, so
They learn all the other stuff.
Facts.
They learn twin, so they're learning receptors all on. Like they learn, and, not trying to be funny. And I bet in that COVID time, that's why streamers are so big now,
Yeah,
because that's
bro.
all them niggas was clearly they weren't doing their homework, right? IDK. So yeah, bro, I couldn't be a teacher. I'd be roasted. I was thinking about that, but it'd be negative. But it's just about respect.
It's just only my second year teaching.
Okay.
But I've managed, just the way that I am myself and the personality that I have, I've managed to grow a relationship with my students to the point where we can play around. Some of them say, you need that to me. And I'm like, yeah, I do need you to be doing your work
Right.
because you got a 13.
Respect.
Okay.
Yeah, like you wildin'. Yeah, tighten up. Yeah,
I'm not that
hey.
teacher that you want to be playing around
Going
with.
back.
She get with you in the most respectful way.
Right, yeah.
Facts, bro. Hey, you know what? He gonna be like, all right,
Yo,
you
and
got it, you got it,
I'm like,
you
I know
got
I
it.
do.
Yeah.
He had to tell me that. I know I do.
Hey, he's like, all right, Miss Jones, all right, man. Let me take the shades off. All right. Nah, facts, man. It's all about respect. All about respect.
Facts.
So,
I think we had baseline respect. That was a given
That's
back
all.
in the day.
Yeah, that's
that
what
was
it
a
is.
given.
We
Yeah.
respected our elders. We
Yeah,
grew up
facts.
on respecting
but
our
another
elders,
thing, like
regardless of
our parents, like they told me when they was growing up, they used to could get beatings by a stranger.
Yes.
Y'all remember that, bro?
Well, not
not
personally,
it,
but
Yeah,
yeah.
by our parents, yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to be like,
What?
Belt the ass. Right,
random
yeah.
person
So,
hitting you?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah, nah,
that wouldn't
that
work
is crazy.
today. That
Yeah.
wouldn't work
I
today.
used to see girls spazzing out like if like the teacher would take their phone physically. So
Yeah.
yeah, you know,
So
yeah.
now we have cell phone lockers.
I'm not gonna lie though, kids be beating the shit out of teachers these days. Like going viral, whooping ass, bro.
Yo.
That would never.
I did see some shit. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. We gotta get off of this.
Yeah, we gonna get off that.
But boy,
Make me lose my city, Richmond Va junk. Like,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
If you up,
Nick, what are you doing? A student grab you up. You are off your feet, Nick.
do I ever remember seeing any kids ever run and actually hit a teacher?
nah, they won't wild like that.
I had a white dude when I was in high school
Show.
hit a teacher, but he was a little off anyway.
Now
So
that I teach, yes, when I was a kid, no.
Have you seen a couple kids?
I mean, just 2 weeks ago, a kid tried to attack me with 2 pencils in his hand. So.
I would have hit that nigga with the. Boom. Ball to catch that nigga.
We off it. We off it. We off it.
Okay.
We off it. We off it. We off it. We off it. We off it.
I have one question. I have one question.
General.
So as a teacher, so
Hypothetically,
I
if
mean,
you
we've
was a
all seen
teacher,
Coach Carter.
hypothetically, yeah.
Like, if a student comes at you and tries to attack you, like, you know, it's like, you can't hit a kid, da 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 da, and like obviously you're gonna defend yourself. What's like the law or the policy? Like, can you defend yourself? What can you do?
Okay, that's a good question. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can answer that. The real teacher.
To the most of your knowledge.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Because obviously, if they're and they're like, yeah, what can you?
And that was the situation.
Right. Yeah.
So luckily, security was in my room when that happened.
Okay.
So he was not able to physically touch me.
Right.
But if he did, police report, incident report, parent meeting, conference meeting with the board, and then it just keeps going up.
Okay, so then it probably just gets lost.
But then it's also these kids now, they have these things called 504s and IEPs.
I've heard of that, my mom.
Right, so it's basically like a learning plan for them when they have learning challenges. So they need certain requirements as far as like a collab class, which is 2 teachers. It makes it a little difficult now because the teachers are constantly getting disrespected. They don't want to teach anymore. So we're losing teachers, but getting more students with 504s and IEPs, they need collab classes. So now the situation is it's not just an easy fix, oh, we're going to transfer him to another classroom. It's, well, technically, legally, we can't take him out of this class. Right. So it's like the teacher's back is up against the wall. What are you going to do? Are you going to continue to come in here and fight for your life every single day?
Right.
And walk on thin ice, tiptoe around this kid? Because it's like, at the same time, the same kid, he's one that requires redirection every 5 minutes. You got to stay on top of him in order for him to actually do his work. So being that he's so triggered, it just makes the job a little bit more difficult.
So can you defend yourself pretty much? Like without getting, I guess, in trouble? Or
No.
It depends on... Okay.
If you defend yourself, you will lose your job.
Okay.
It's not like it's not a situational like basis.
That's tough. That's really
If you
tough.
put your hands on a kid, the parents are going to press charges, you lose your job.
Right. Good point. So it would be in the parents' control to see whether or not you even... That's fucked up. Yeah.
But it's also administrators, like not responsibility, but it's up to them if we're able to still work in the county. Like depending on the situation,
right.
If they are a danger to the new school that they go to or whatever like that. But 9 times out of 10, yeah, these teachers be talking a little crazy to the kids sometimes, but it's never grounds for you trying to attack the person that's trying to get you to the next level and help you succeed.
Right. Yeah, I feel that.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah,
I don't know that meme. Everything is fine and everything is on fire. That's what my day is like on a daily basis.
That's tough.
Nah, man, keep going though.
Yeah, shout out to Jess.
Respect your teachers, everybody.
Shout out to Jess leading the youth, man.
Watch tears.
Keep going.
Facts.